Welcome back to the channel. We're back in Farming Simulator 25, and as you can see from this big muddy ring we've got on the ground right now, I've been filling up the greenhouse many trips, and I don't even think we're anywhere near full yet. I would love a bigger tanker. I feel like that would make my life so much easier. But so what's that put us at? 18,000 litres out of 40,000. But we don't have the money just to be spending on a tanker, right? Let's have a look. How much is it? If we had more greenhouses, I would say yes. 25,000. It's not that expensive, and that would carry 8,000 litres. Well, the one we're currently using carries 2,000. So a huge difference indeed. So last time we left off, we sold a load of products. We're up to £130,000, which actually isn't a lot of money. That's going to go in no time. We also put in that field over there, which needs planting up today as grass. And the reason I'm going to plant it up is grass, because I would like to get some animals in. What sort of animals, I don't know. Let's have a shifty look. So, animals. We've got cows. Now, cows are interesting, because obviously they produce manure, they produce milk, and they themselves are a product. But we've got this nice cheap pasture, which we can now, in the new game, change the shape of the fencing to fit where we want it. But with this one, it does not produce milk. Therefore, milk production is not possible with this. So that is a massive income just gone. If we want milk production, that one's not possible. This is a breeding barn, so milk production is not possible. That one is probably the first one we can milk with. 254,000. Yeah, that's a bit out of reach, I feel. That's crazy. Absolutely. Like, how can you not go out into the field and milk a cow with a bucket like they used to years ago? Yes, you should get a reduced amount of milk, but you should still be able to milk horses. Horses take a lot of effort. I do like doing horses, but I don't think they're the most interesting for a video, because you have to ride them and clean them every single day. So if we have multiple horses, a lot of my videos are going to be took up by that. Pigs, I've never really had much luck with pigs. You feed them a lot of different foods, and then once they're fat enough, you sell them, obviously. Sheep, I do like sheep. And sheep produce wool. And there's 14,000 for the pen. With the grass field, we'll have food. They'll produce wool, which we could use. Or we could do goats, which I don't think produce wool, but they do produce goat milk, which I'm actually liking the idea of that. We could definitely do goats. Where we'd put goats, I have no idea. Maybe over here in this corner? I have tested, actually. You know, I wanted like I wanted to put the water buffalo here and extend the fence around. It doesn't like water. Doesn't like it in the slightest, so that's not going to happen, sadly. But I think that would have been so cool. They could have had all this, they could have had a lot of this area, and they could have just wandered down to the water whenever they felt like. But no, the game says no. Chickens, again, really cheap, compared to other animals. So we can have a basic pasture, which is okay. That holds 31 minimum, but obviously we can change the size of it. We've got this building, which holds 30 chickens, and I presume they just wander around anywhere, which I quite like that. We've got this little thing, which is Diddy. 20 chickens, apparently. We do have a much better selection of buildings. This one, which has like a little chicken building on the side. The rest of the building is not for chickens. Same as this. Lovely. And then if we want to be really posh, we could get this. which we're not going to waste all that money, but that holds 360 chickens. Like, the eggs are going to be flying in, but we are only a small farm at the moment. If I owned this over here, I would put... We've got chickens, look. We've got a chicken thing in there. Honey. Now, I used to love doing honey in the old game, but I've been watching Daggerwin series, and it took him something like 4 or 5 years, in-game years, to get 1 pallet of honey. And I think he's got one of these, one of the big ones, the biggest one they do. So to get... If you think about it, if it took him 4 years to get 1 pallet, to get 1 pallet a year, just 1 pallet a year, you'd need 4 of these. And that would only get you 1 pallet a year. I almost feel like they've made beehives pointless. Because it just doesn't produce anything. It does give us a boost to flowering crops, though. So that's one sort of advantage. I wonder if you plant it... I wonder if this is by flowering crops, it increases the amount of honey the bees make. That would be interesting, so it worked both directions. But I don't know. So yeah, still deciding. And then we've got, obviously, the dog house, so we can have a dog, but we're going to need a yard and stuff like that. How much was this again, this farm over here? Because it would be nice to have a farmhouse and a grain mill. Let's have a look at the map. There's many things we can spend our money on. Many. Wait. That one there, isn't it? No, where are we? There, that one. Field 90. 803,000. Sorry, I got distracted then. Outside my house. You may be able to hear them, you may not. There's about 40 children. Just meh, 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 meh. Yeah, so we're not getting that farmhouse. How much is it to build a farmhouse? Just out of curiosity. Because it would be nice to be able to just sleep when I wanted to, rather than going all the way over to the starter farm that the map offers. Buildings, sheds, silos, silo extensions, constructables. Now this is interesting. They only cost £1,000, and you bring the materials to them. So they start off as a building site, and then you bring over the construction materials, and it builds up over time. I love that idea. I think that is absolutely brilliant. But again, from Daggerwin, I'm going to learn it's not as straightforward as you may think. Like, yes, it costs £1,000. But if you buy, say you need cement and bricks, and you buy them from the shop to build your building, it costs you so much more money than it would just to place a building. If they had just wooden... Like, I presume down here is the ingredients we need to build that building. So we need planks, beams, long planks, tiles, cement, and bricks. If there was just a wooden building... Ooh. Well, no, that one still needs cement. Oh, look how nice that is. Like a little... Oh, that's lovely. But yeah, we just don't have the ability to produce those things yet. What else have we got? So these are all... Where's the farmhouses? There we go. Finally found them right at the end. 55,000 for a trailer. Oh, wow. Okay, we're not getting a farmhouse then. Oh, wait. Yeah. 55,000 is the cheapest for a trailer. Second cheapest is that one at 135,000. And that's, let's be fair, has seen better days. Oh, it makes me sad. Could we get a shed of some description? A cheap shed? Is there a cheap shed? Wow, 455,000. Okay. Okay. Building is not gonna happen. Oh, there we go. 10,000. That's all right. That's not too bad. We'd have somewhere to keep our equipment, because at the minute it's sort of dotted around everywhere. Oh, these look... I bet these are awful. Bet you can't get anything in these. They look nice, but not practical. What's this one? Place to keep your pigs. Ooh. Okay. 10,000, 25,000. None of these are going to help us sleep, though, so we're still going to have to go all the way over. Ah, we got some odor sheds. I think these. I've put mods on, some mods on, so this might actually be a mod, so don't take it as it's part of the game. 6,000 for a little old shed. 7,000 for a bit bigger. Okay, this is looking better. 2,000 for a lean-to. Oh, that's nice. You could add a lean-to on it. 3,000. Oh, and these are like buildy pieces. So you've got a left piece, a right piece, and then a lean-to. Not hating this idea. 7 grand for a barn. For a little shed we can park our equipment in. Where we put it, I have no idea. I sort of want to... Don't know. Where are we going? See, we'd have to decide where we want a yard. I'm thinking over here, maybe? In this area? But it's not flat either, is it? That's another thing. We're going to have to spend money flattening it out. Although here looks fairly flat. So for the time being, I could... Is that flat? This is because we flattened this out, this piece. So we could actually just... That's doors, right? Yeah. Okay. I was going to say we could put it there, but that would be a really awkward spot to get into the greenhouse. How about we put it next to the sawmill? Just in there, just somewhere to store some equipment for the time being. Now, I know it doesn't want me to place it there, but if I press toggle free mode with B, it will go there. And I think it will make the sawmill look less odd. Although I do want it to line up with the sawmill quite nicely. I think that's good. Okay. Don't move the angle of it. I want to get a closer look. Is that good? Yes. Okay. So we could put... Yeah, let's do that then. We'll put one of those in just so we've got somewhere to store our goods. I want it to feel like that's part of this building. Bosh. There we go. We spent some money. I am going to spend a little bit more money because I would like to concrete it up. What's that? Yeah, so that one. Can we make you a little bit bigger, please? I don't like how it... Like... Yes, it's nice having a square, but you should be able to rotate that so you can get it flat with the road. But we can change the shape, right? Change brush size. Okay. Yeah, but how do I change the shape game? Tilt camera, rotate camera, paint. Toggle free mode, change brush size. Yeah, but, that changes size. We don't have an intensity, but I would like to know... I'm sure you could have a circle before. Okay. Well, we'll try and do our best here. Excuse me. Why can't I paint there? Oh, I can paint there. It's just being a bit slow. There we go. Great. All that effort just to get our little shed. Wait, I was going to get some more water. Let me get one more. Load her up. I do like having the water so close to the farm. That's really handy. And it doesn't cost us anything. Where if you put in a tap or anything like that that supplies water, you would have to pay for that water. Let's go and put one more load in here. Lovely, happy, good. I don't think if I jump out it carries on emptying, does it? Oh, it does. Okay. Yes, that's good to know. Let's go and have a look at our shed. Do. The colours are beautiful when it goes to winter and autumn. I love how the plants change that. Just lovely. Here we go. It's a bit close to the wind turbine, but we're fine. There we go. We've got a little shed. A little old shed to park some stuff in. That wasn't bad, mind, was it? That's quite straight, almost. It's not the easiest to build from when you're trying to line it up with another building, but I like it. Oh, we've got some planks already. Perfect. So now we need to go and grab the tractor. We're going to leave the water butt thing there because we don't actually need it. We could put Bert into the shed, which I should do. We want to look after Bert. I'm going to go over and grab the seeder and we can get the grass field seeded while I think about what to spend our money on. I'm leaning towards goats and chickens because we're going to have the grass field to feed the goats. We're going to have the wheat from this field here on the left to feed the chickens. Both bring in money and both don't cost a huge amount. So I'm thinking that wouldn't be the worst idea. Stop going to the back of it, Roscoe. Go to the front. There we go. This is the first time we're going to use this, so I'm hoping the tractor can do it. Because I've spent the money on it now. Obviously, we did get it in the sale. We didn't pay full price for this. That would have been far too expensive. Right, let's set the to grass. Oh, we can't plant grass yet, can we? I've been an idiot. I did this in the last episode. I went, oh, I'll plant some grass. And the calendar went, no, you won't. And no, we won't. We can't plant till next month. So we might just sleep, go to the next month and get some grass planted. We're now in March. There wasn't a lot to do in the last month, so I've just let it roll on. We've just gone to sleep. We've had a rest. We're ready to plant up our grass, which I think is important at this point. Get the grass in first. I'm hoping this is a direct drill. We'll find out now. So if I lower that, then we go steering assist. Yeah, probably only need one, maybe two headlands. Two headlands, up and down, happy, good, okay. Let's do that. So we'll get somewhere into position. And we'll see if this works. So we've got grass selected, which is what we want. We're going to select that one. We're going to press V to lower, B to turn on. I might have gone too far. Let's go to there. And then 3, right? Which puts on cruise control. That doesn't seem to be following the line. Okay, that's better. Yeah, my computer doesn't like this. It does some weird square... Watch behind where we're planting. Every now and again we get like a weird... Oh no, it's working fine now. Just at the moment. Clearly it doesn't like me creating new fields. But now this should be grass. He says. The texture's changed, that's the main thing. I'm going to get to the end of this line and then just double check before I go any further. Because I would like it to just direct... I haven't cultivated. So if it's not directly planting, we may need to cultivate. There we go, lovely. Lift that up, stop there a minute, and then we're going to go to maps. Crop type, dark green. That should be grass right at the bottom. Yes, it is. Perfect. Amazing. Just what we wanted. Are we going to turn here without hitting that tree? Yes, we are. Then we're going to come around here. hop onto that line, lower and press 3, and let's get this done. I genuinely don't know if seeding in the rain is a bad thing or not. I know you can't harvest in the rain. Well, I'm guessing you can seed in the rain. The game's not gave me a warning. Obviously, in real life, harvesting, you want the wheat. They check the moisture of the wheat, don't they? They check the moisture of the wheat, and it has to be a certain dryness before you can harvest it. And so if it's like this, you couldn't harvest, and then you'd have to wait ages for it to dry before you could actually harvest. And then by that point, you might actually miss the optimum time to harvest. The game doesn't actually take any of that into consideration. Never has done. I feel like, on one hand, it's a good thing. On the other, it's a simulation game. You should be simulating what it's really like. Oh, there's a tree there. Oh, come on, game. Let me get past that tiny little tree. Bit like the animals. I know people don't like the fact that the animals you don't have to actually do a lot with. Even if they've added the fact that you need to call out a vet every now and again, and the vet deals with certain things and charges you for that, and like births and that, you might get some stillbirths. That's realistic. That happens on a farm. It's not pleasant, but it is something that happens, and I think the game should reflect that. The game is actually the opposite when it comes to births. It doesn't make any sense at all. So if you've got 20 sheep, and they're all of breeding age, those 20 sheep all have baby sheep. Yes, I know, it doesn't add up, right? Surely there's got to be males in there. There's not. You don't choose males and females. I remember in the last game there was a mod that added males and females, which was brilliant, because that's how it should be. Like, if you don't have your own bull, you would rent a bull for a couple of weeks to come in and impregnate your females. That is something they could do really simply, I'd imagine. They can implement that straightforward. And that would actually add some more realism to the animals. But they don't seem bothered by that, if I'm honest. They just go, yeah, here's the animals, you're happy, you've got animals, they do what they do. Same as we don't have butchers and abattoirs in the game. I get it. It keeps it child-friendly, family-friendly and all that. But it's reality. That's what happens to our... That's where our meat comes from in real life. Like, you've all must have seen these things where they've interviewed school kids who have no idea where their meat comes from. And games like this should educate people, but it does not. And I get it. If you want to be family friendly, add a option in the options to turn that off. But at least give the people who want it the option to have it. That's what I say. Put both options in the game and then you're covering both spots. Everyone's happy then. They've both got the option. Bit like Planet Zoo, for example. Now, Planet Zoo is a game based on a zoo. They go very into looking after the animals, raising animals, releasing them into the wild to help conservation. But babies just pop out of nowhere. You don't see any of the breeding or that, which I get. Again, keeps it family friendly. But put an option in the options to turn that on and off. Because in real life, you would need a male. It would need to do the write a letter to a stork, as Penge would say. Can I reverse this into here? You're going to see my awful reversing now. Right. It shouldn't be that bad. I just have to pretend I'm playing Euro Truck Simulator. Oh. And that should do it. Straighten up slightly. That's it. And then reverse. I don't think this shed is actually... Oh, it's only just big enough for our cedar. Look at that. Perfect. We could go and pick some other bits and pieces up, which we will. So that's our grass field done. I'm guessing it's got one layer of fertilization. If I had to guess, let's have a look. Crop types grass. Growth, lovely. It needs rolling. And it does have one layer of fertilization. It's actually riddled with stones. Okay. Okay, what's in the sale? Ooh, there's a trailer. There's a big trailer. 24 grand. What's that? Tipper trailers are used to transport different crops. That's only 19 grand. That's 38.6 minimum. That's 30 minimum. That's actually bigger. Okay. I have actually added a mod that allows me to choose custom colours. How cool is that? So if I wanted my turquoise colour, that I love turquoise, I could go boop, and there we have it. That's quite a good price, right? 19,000. How much off is it? 72% off. Extension. That adds 3,500. So if I just go no extension, which we don't need, right? No, I'm going to go no. I'm going to choose, what wheels do we want? I tend to like BKT. Yeah, we're going to go BKT. We're going to go wheel setup. Standard. Medium tires. Standard. Standard 2. I quite like standard 2. We'll go with that. Color-wise, does it charge me for custom, or can I just have a custom color? If I just do that. Oh, material glossy, metallic, matte. I want to see it in metallic. How much is that going to cost? Nothing. That's not going to cost me anything. Sold. Do you know what? Buy. 19 grand. I know it's a lot of money. But we do need a bigger trailer. When we harvest those fields, this is going to come in hugely handy. Huge. That's amazing. That's actually really cheered me up. I wasn't actually going to the shop for that. I was going to go and get a stone picker and look at rollers. Because we do need those sort of things. Which direction do I need to pick this up from? The other side. Okay. Let's do some weird backwards driving here. Yeah, that was a bargain. And I really like the custom colour mod. I think that's a great idea because I do like to customize things myself. One of my favourite tractors to use in the game is the oh, what's it called? Vetron, I want to say, or something like that. Hello? Are you going to pick this up? No? No. Oh, it was the right side, I bet you. No, it's that side. Why doesn't it want to pick it up? Hello? Hello? I am the right side, right? Yeah, because there's a... I don't know. I thought... Maybe it is the other side. What? Am I going mad? Maybe. Don't knock it over. Oh, and actually line up with it would be a good idea. How long does it take to put on something on the back of a tractor? A long time, apparently. Yeah. Wait, so can this connect to something else then? Because it looks like it can connect to something else, which is interesting. So could I do that and seed at the same time? It just looks like it would hook on to something else. I'm going to say it doesn't, but I'm going to test. Would it hook onto that, for example, so we could do both at the same time? Yes! Ooh, that's interesting. So rather than doing 2 trips around the field, we could do 1. That is quite a time saver. Okay, we've just I don't know if this is going to fit in here. Yeah, it will. No, yes, no. Yep, perfect. Pop it in there. Okay, that's very good to know. Now, let's go to the shop. We'll try and pick up a roller or a stone picker. Again, I'm not a fan of stone picking. We'll get the worker to do that whilst we're looking at our animal pastures. I think that's a good idea. We can get the worker to do it. Whilst they're doing that, we can set up our animal pastures and spend a good chunk of money, I'd imagine. I do know we have to be careful when customizing the fencing. Because if you put it down and then decide, oh, I don't want that post there, and take it out, you will already have been charged for it. So it's not like it charges you at the end of putting it down. It charges you as you go. So if you decide you don't want that fence post there and you need to move it a bit, you've already paid for it once, so you'll end up paying for it again. So you have to be quite precise, which I think is ridiculous. It should let you put it down, then charge you afterwards for the amount that you've used. That would solve all these issues. Right, hello Mr. Shop. Oh, we've got a few things over here. Look at my lovely new trailer. Looking fantastic. That is a nice sized trailer. Good, good, good. Right. Anything else I want in there? Not really. So let's go and have a look at stone pickers. It's only the one. How much is it to lease? 2,000. Well, we're going to have to. Because we want, like, we don't want to damage our equipment. So we'll just pick it. We'll just pick the stone. Get it out of the way. Bob's your uncle. There we go. Lovely. Get back to the farm. Everything else can sit there for now. I'll bring it over at some point. There we go. Hello, little pig building. It does look like a building you would put pigs in, or grow mushrooms in. Yeah, I could see growing mushrooms in there because there's no windows and I imagine it's quite dark and damp. Yeah, something a bit more rustic. I do think like the mushroom greenhouse is lovely. It is lovely. It looks like it's been custom built. But I like the idea of having a more rustic one as well. Going, do you know what? We've got this old building on the farm. We'll use this. We'll add a couple of fans into it. Be a lot cheaper than building a custom greenhouse. Right, where are we going? We're going to go right past our beautiful pond. I do love the pond. Add something nice to look at on the shore. Part of our farm. Our farm's sort of going to be split between it because we'll buy land over that side where that farmhouse is eventually. He says. I'm not actually over keen because it's a lot of money for not a great plot of land, if I'm honest. We could probably just build a yard over here. We could add the entrance coming off that main road. Lovely. Right. Let's get this underway. So, unfold. Perfect. Choose a worker. Do that, do that. Can we... I wish we could reduce the amount of headlands. Why does he need to do 3 headlands? It takes him ages on the headlands. Start with up and down and then go to that. So go, okay, happy, good. And the worker should get on with it. And we can look at where we're going to put our pastures. So let's have a look. Let's have a look where we're going to put our goats and our chickens. Goats, I'm thinking, in the middle here. This weird plot of land. We could clear out a couple more trees, but I would like to leave some trees. It'd be nice for the goats to have some sort of shelter. We also have some stumps that we might have to do something about. Yeah, we could have it. We could have the pen start behind, like, come behind here and just sort of spread out this way a bit. I'm not saying all the way. Maybe up to in line with the edge of that field. But that, I'd imagine you could fit quite a few goats in there, right? So let's come out of here. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, so behind here, I'd say starting here. So that gives us room to build something on the end here. Running down here. Again, it's probably going to replace the texture of all this, but that's fine. I quite like having that big tree there. And that one. So we'll take this one out, shall we? Or this one, actually. Yeah, we'll take this one out. So let's get our chainsaw. This will all go into the woodwork in place anyway, so we don't have to worry about that. Cutting, cutting, cutting. Perfect. There. It's quite hard. I'd like just snap it back into position would be good. So then we should... I was going to say we should be able to trim this. But do we need to? We could just drag this across as it is. Which I might do. So where are we running up to? We're running up to over here. Say we're running up in line with that. Yeah, there's quite a bit around here, isn't there? So let's take the spindly trees out. There we go, lovely. I can put all these over afterwards, that's not a problem. This one can go as well. As low as possible. There we go, perfect. That is really low. Lovely, we'll winch them all. Like, they're definitely not going to go in the minute. We could look into getting the rent. There's a mod that allows you to rent. I quite like those two there. Or maybe the little one can go? Or both of them? I don't know. I'm thinking both of them. We'll have a nice clear end. Oh, there. Yeah, there's a mod that allows you to rent production buildings rather than buy them outright. Because obviously, we've got our little sawmill. We've got our little tiny sawmill, but it takes so long to process it all, and we're going to have a lot of wood from this. So we could rent the big sawmill that's on the map. Like, very temporary, just to get rid of some of this wood. Which makes sense. Because to build it, it's to buy it, I think it's like 300,000, which is crazy. That tree hasn't really fell over, has it? I quite like leaving the little trees to sort themselves out. Those two are fine. That one can go. I'm just sort of picking it random, if I'm honest. I don't want it too many trees. There we go. Perfect. And then maybe that one can go as well, actually. It is a pain having the stumps. I'm sure that with the lumberjack mod, you can use the chainsaw to get rid of them. But I'm not sure how you do that. Oh, is that it? Is it doing something? There we go. We can use the chainsaw. Not sure it's entirely great. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that's much easier than venting something just for this small area. Right, let's have a look what that does to the area. Apart from makes it a mess. So we'll have a couple of trees there. Few trees in there. We could take a few more of these down. Where are we going up to? We're going up to here. Yeah, so a couple of trees there. I might take those two down. Take those two down. Wherever they are. That's those two, isn't it? And leave the smaller ones. Might help if I didn't press the wrong button. Sorry, Mr. Worker. Getting in the way here. Run doesn't seem to be... Just run. Run does... Oh, I suppose because I got me... Wait. Yeah, run's very, very slow. So, those two there we were going to take out. So we will not press the wrong button. That's fine. I actually think I want to make them fall that way because they'll be easier to drag out of there. Sort of prep work ready for the goats. Like, we can put the pasture in at the minute, but until we get some hay and grass on the go, we can't really get them anyway, so it's fine. This is just sort of working towards that. Same with the chickens. We can plan out where the chickens are going to go. We could even buy the chicken pasture or coop, whichever we're going to go with. But until that wheat's ready, which is going to be their food source, that's not going to be a thing. Now, do I have the rent mod installed? And where is the lumberjack place? Like, where can we take... Is there a sawmill on this map? Probably. Spinnery. Okay, so we're looking for factories. Bakery. Cement factory. Oh, it's up here, isn't it? No, that one. Carpentry. Now, carpentry, doesn't that take... That's not a sawmill, though, is it? That makes furniture. Is that right? Am I right there? Sawmill, there we go. Visit. I don't think I've got the rent it mod on. So, yeah, if we wanted to buy this place, it would cost us... Let's have a look. 300,000. No. No, I would love to, but yeah, I'm thinking we should rent it. Although, how much is in our wood thing at the minute? In our sawmill? We could probably fit a few in there. So if I go and grab... Oh, the tractor's busy, isn't it? Okay, we'll wait for the tractor. We'll wait for him to do his job. I'll do a bit of tidying up. Do what I can, and then we'll see how much of these trees we can fit into our sawmill. So instead of waiting for the worker to finish, I stopped him. I winched all these just out of the way. Yeah, it's a mess. But at least we have a nice clear area. We can see where the goats are going now. Right. So they are going, oh God, in here. So we've still got a few trees, a nice bit of open ground. I'm thinking it's definitely going to line up with that through here, and we'll just try and take up this whole area. I don't know how much this is going to cost. That's the issue. So I'm presuming we need sheep, because that makes sense to me. We're probably going to go with the cheapest pasture. If I bring that round here, and we'll bring it over to the road, shall we? Yeah, if I just go somewhere here, like that, onto the road. Do you want to customize the fence? Yes. Yes, I do. Lovely. Somewhere about there. And then we'll come all the way up to here. Wow, this is costing a lot of money. That's 8 grand to go up there. There's still a tree in there. Oh no. Okay, so if we go to there. Yeah, we're burning through money very... Wow, this is expensive. This is supposed to be the cheapest way of doing it. Uh-huh. Okay, that's fine. Then we're going to come down to here. Like that. What? Oh, no. No, no. Cancel. No, no. Don't cancel. It's being a bit... Oh, what? Why can't... Wait, can I just put... Oh, God. It's just not letting me, is it? Okay, we'll just do that then. We'll give you a bit of a wide berth. Like that. And then you can come up to there. And into there. Do you want to plant the meadow for sheep? Yes, that makes sense. Do that. And then, there we have it. We have a big pasture which cost us a lot of money. But I think it was worth it. That's going to be really nice. We do have a tree in there. Uh-huh. Not sure I'm going to winch that out. But yeah, this is nice. Oh, and there's this... Okay, that's fine. The stumps are fine. That looks like an old stump. Look. That looks like it's freshly cut. That one actually looks like it's been cut a while, which is interesting. Have they gone into that level of detail where these change colour? That's fine. Don't mind that. We can sort that out later. But there we go. We've... How many... Oh, dear. Are you really stuck on there, mate? Oh, what? You're supposed to be better than you used to be. Apparently. You couldn't see the tree. Okay, fine. We'll just take over then, shall we? For now. Is this even picking up? This isn't picking up anything. Have you been driving around picking up nothing? What? Wait. So we can't stone pick if there's something planted in it? Is that what you're telling me, game? Because it's saying need stone picking. Stones. He's been driving around all this... Well, we live and learn. How did I not notice that before? Do you know what? Just return the stone picker. The stones can stay. I don't care. I'm going to turn these off because I don't like stones. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think we should keep the stones on or turn them off? Because that's really annoying. Like, there's no reason I couldn't pick up these stones because I've put seed in here. Seed. Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. I did manage to get one tree into our sawmill. So if we go to here and then we go down to here, we can have a look at sawmills. That's pretty much full. It's got 12,725 litres and it can only hold 14,000 litres. These are all active, right? Active. Yes, happy, good. Right. Sheep pastures. Oh, it's not going to tell us how many we can hold in it, is it? Is it? Oh, it must. Come on. We could get some grass from this, in all fairness. Don't know how much a mower is. We'll have to look at that. Is there anything in the sale? Come on, give me a mower. That's a good price. 62,000? 24,000? 62% off? This is a forage wagon, right? Forage wagon collects grass, hay or straw. I'd prefer to do it baling, personally. Right, let's have a look here. 70. We can have 70 sheep. I have to say, I'm a bit sad, because sheep, you've got 1 version, 2 versions, 3 versions, 4 versions. Of course, we'd go for the black Welsh mountain goats. And then goats. I presume we get a colour variation. Because, like, it's just like, yeah, we got goats. These are new. Celebrate. And they're just sort of tagged on at the end of sheep, aren't they? Just saying. How much does a baby goat, so 0 months, costs us £230 in transport fees. So 230. So if I wanted, even if I wanted 20 of them, we're looking at 4,600. That's not too bad. We could probably get more. 6,900. What age do they... Gestation age 5 months. Puberty 16 months. So they're not going to produce milk until 16 months, I presume that means. Goats produce goat milk, which can be sold directly or processed further. Goats eat grass and hay. Additionally, they require water. This is a... Yilin. Animals that are healthy... Oh, I can't see past my microphone. And older than 8 months can reproduce. Older than 8 months. Gestation period. Oh, that's how long they're pregnant for, right? Is that right? I don't know. We'll just get some goats and see what happens. 6,900. We could get goats now, but we have nothing to feed them. So we need to look at that. We also need to tidy up this mess. We need to go and smack the worker for wasting our money. We've probably got some items in here, I'd imagine. Can I come into here? Hello? Oh, we just turn on the light with that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we've got another pallet of wooden beams. That needs to run for a while yet. That's fine. We can leave that. Water-wise for the goats, that should be fairly straightforward. Grass is going to take a while, but if we can pick up some grass off... Like, we can mow all this, right? We'll get something from it. At least we could get the goats in and starting to age up a bit. So, yeah. I'm going to fill it up with water with this tiny, tiny tanker. Something we will definitely upgrade at some point. Yeah, we'll fill it up with water. Then we'll go down to the shop and see about getting... some sort of mowing device. And I suppose we're going to need a bailiff as well. So this could work out quite expensive. How much water do they hold? Let's have a look. Sheep pasture, water... No idea. Not a clue. It doesn't tell me. Looks like we're going to be goat farmers. I'm quite excited about this. Oh, have I blocked my route? I have not. I quite enjoy being... I've done sheep farming in the past. And I have to say, I did enjoy that. Can we put this in? Or does it need goats in there for me to fill it up? Let's go with that option, shall we? And I presume animals don't die in this game. Oh, that was... Can he reverse this, is the question. Oh, I can fit it up. Okay, let's do that. Taking it all? Oh, no, it didn't. 1,000... Okay, that's not much then. Maybe when we put goats in, that might increase. In my head, I want to say that it will take some... Depending on how many goats in there, depends how much it takes. That may be completely wrong. We might as well empty this last little bit into the greenhouse. Because the greenhouse always needs water. All of the time. It's like really thirsty, those giant greenhouses. I say greenhouse, polytunnels. Sorry, I use the correct terms. Let's get down to the shop. Let's go and see if we can get... How much is it going to cost us for a mower and a baler? Because that's... I think that's going to be quite important at this stage. I wasn't expecting the goat pasture to cost so much. Like a lot. We had over £100,000. And apparently that goat pasture costs what? 14,000. It definitely cost. We could have afforded this. We could probably have got this. The pastures are really expensive. Yeah, the balance there is not there, if you ask me. I don't think that's correct. It's supposed to be the cheap option, which it is if you put it down as it is. You do any sort of customization and it looks like it really runs up. One strip of fence was like 8 grand. If I knew that before starting, I may have chose a different route. But the issue is, once you've placed that post, whether you cancel the construction or not, you've paid for that post. You've lost that money. So once you start, you need to carry on building it. Right, what have you got for me, game? Grass. I presume it's in grass. Grasslands. How do I know if they can swath? Because they're probably really expensive. That one can swath is 70,000 though, right? How does it tell me if they can swath? No. We could get... I do like the butterfly wings. They're quite expensive. That one's 75 grand. What's this one? Oh, I presume that just opens up, does it? Does it swath? I don't know. It looks like it might. No, it doesn't. What's this one? Does this swath? I can't. How am I supposed to know if it swaths or not? I'm leaning towards that one, 52,000. That just goes on. What's the working width for that? 7.3. Okay, 7.3. That's 9.4. 8.3. 10 meters. That's not bad then. It's still 52 grand. And that's not including if we need to get a tether, a windrower, and a baler. Like, what's a baler? What's a round baler? Cheapest. We're not going for 214,000, that's for sure. That's the cheapest. It's 6,500. It does 125 centimeter bales, which is the smallest you can get in game, right? Oh, we need somebody. Well, square balers. 22,000. Again, it does the 120 centimeters, which is extremely small, but we can move those by hand. Otherwise, we've got no chance at those prices. And then if we want to wrap it to make silage, you're either going to need a baler that wraps, right? Turn straw hay into bales, yeah. Does it tell me if they wrap or not? No, that one, these are square balers though, aren't they? Yeah, so it'd be a round baler that wraps. Does that wrap? No. That one does, right? Yeah, you can see the stuff on the back. Can change it. Yeah, so, oh God, it's so expensive. That's for poplars. That's not what we're after. Baler turns loose straw, grass or hay and bales. A bale wrapper packs grass. But you could get a separate bale wrapper, like 16 grand. I don't know how good that is. I'd probably prefer something like that. But that's still 27 grand. What I'm learning from this is we need more money. We definitely need more money. So my next option is installing the rent it mod. We'll rent the sawmill temporarily, and I mean temporary. If I know correctly, I think it's about £800 a day to rent it. So if it takes 2 days to process all that wood we've got, that's £1,600 straight away. But we should make good money on the products. So I do think that's a good idea. I'm sort of in two minds whether renting a production building is cheating. I don't think it is. And I'm not even thinking of it as renting it. I'm thinking as paying the sawmill a fee to process our wood into products. That's how I see it. More than renting. I'm paying them a fee and they're going to do what they do to the wood I'm supplying. Makes sense, right? Rather than renting, I think that's a much better way of thinking about it. We are going to have to winch those trees a long way though. So if you think about it, we're here. And if I zoom right out, the sawmill is all the way up here. There. But I think it'll be worth it, if I'm honest.